Did you see the CM Punk trended on Twitter? The video, the memes were everywhere. He's just an atrocious person.
Yep.
Apparently, from what some people saw, he just flat out just football punted a kid trying to get an autograph from him. Now, of course, what other people saw was him patting a young man on the shoulder. How can there not be a happy medium? Maybe he just slapped the kid lightly as he went by. It's a smarten up kid.
I don't think he just patted him on the shoulder, though. He definitely kind of wanted to have some distance, it seemed like. You didn't think so?
No, I think he was reaching out to go like, hey, kid, how you doing? He didn't want the kid to walk in front of him, blah, blah, blah. But let's set the scene anyway, because it's not a perp walk. It's the walk you make when the people that are there to take you to the goddamn promo room or the press conference or whatever are like, okay, here we go. And then they got the fucking badge around their neck or whatever.
That was the parade. Here are all the wrestlers. Parade them through to all the rich people that we allow to be here.
Whatever he was going to, and I don't say bad, but the backstage pass, the laminate thing around the neck, and the fucking T-shirt with the fucking logo on it. They're taking them. And I can't remember who was in front of him. It was Orton was in front of him. And they're walking through like an arena hallway. And it's not like there's a screaming throng of people there. It's mostly empty, but I guess there's a few people standing around. But they're walking through the hallway, going to wherever these people are taking them to go. And there goes Orton, and then here comes Punk. And Punk has one of the guys with the laminate. Yeah, here we go. And this little kid comes up, and he's want to say hello or whatever. And as the camera is panning, I see Punk reach out like, hey, kid, pat him on the shoulder. But then the camera loses them. But I also see the fucking guy with the laminate reaching out, doing the arm thing like, okay, kid, we got to go to the thing. Nobody was struck. Nobody was goddamn assaulted. And that's what attracted my attention to it was when I saw on Twitter, first thing when I turned it on, is CM Punk shoves kid. And I'm like, what fucking, there's no shoving. There's no violence. And they walk on past and everybody's gone to the deal. He didn't have time to stop and chat, unfortunately, because they were doing the hustle walk. I don't know. How else anybody got anything else out of that? But there were memes of, like Punk drawing back with the karate stance or whatever, and child's point of view trying to ask for Punk's autograph. What the fuck? He's being hustled.
One kid. The thing is, there was one kid out of nowhere. There was no one around him. It just seemed like, where'd that kid come from? So it stands out.
He was probably the fucking son of the guy that was setting up the goddamn concession stand. Who knows? But it wasn't like...
It'd be funny if it was the prince's son and the Punk gets arrested over there.
I thought the prince's son would have had long flowing robes and somebody carrying his train. This kid was dressed as a normal, everyday fucking small street urchin on the periphery of the event.
Did you see Punk oh my God, someone just sent this in. Punk apologized on a stage there to the people for his tweet about Saudi Arabia.
And they were booing.
Told them it wasn't about them, it was about the Miz.
What did he? I thought he had tweeted something lately.
No, he apologized and said he woke up in a bad mood. It wasn't about Saudi Arabia.
Let's hear it. Defend him.
How much is he getting
for this?
But wait, it was just about he just wanted the Miz to suck any kind of dick.
Yeah.
Just any kind of dick.
It has nothing to do with the murderous kind of dick. Yes.
But back up a second.
Oh, now he's holding a sign that says "fuck Khashoggi."
No way. Oh, back up a second. Because
he's wearing a headdress.
Now wait, but he could be Chief Thundercloud.
This is supposed to be funny because you guys suck.
Ken Patera to the Arabs. Jerry Blackwell, Ken Patera, CM Punk.
You're really not funny.
Sheik Punk.
Any of you.
The Honorable Sheik Punk.
Meth Punk. Pedo Punk.
Ayatollah
Hypocrite Punk.
I was gonna ask you something. Now I'm like, no, I know what it
Punk.
was. Did he just divine himself?
Abuser
Does the
punk.
average person in Saudi Arabia, even average wrestling fan, know that what 10 years ago or 5 years ago, whatever it was, that he tweeted to the Miz and fucking knocked Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, everybody knows
Play the audio
that.
here. Let's check the audio. It's interesting to know, like, Punk apologizes for nothing. He's all of a sudden on a stage there, and let's play the audio right now.
This guy wants me to apologize for a mean tweet I wrote 6 years ago. Hey, listen, legitimately had nothing to do with Saudi Arabia. I woke up and I was crabby and I wrote a mean tweet to the Miz, and I apologized to the Miz. And sir, what's your name? Mohammed? Here, watch out. I'm gonna step right here. Mohammed, I sincerely apologize to you and I love Saudi Arabia.
Well, there it is. He apologizes to Muhammad the fan and the Kingdom of Saudi
Yeah, I
Arabia.
missed
Well, besides the fact that they were cheering to shut the fuck up lightly in the background, they were trying to bleep, so some of his apology was garbled there. But
I apologize to Muhammad and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and please give me back my passport, please.
okay, I understand he's over there. They said because again, my question is, does the average person, or was it just that the fucking prince and his royal train carriers? So he tweeted bad about it, so they said, "Oh, you got to apologize in front of people." Whatever. I can understand apologizing to the prince and the kingdom,
Yeah, I've
and
heard
the
it all.
people down at the bottom of the valley. But why did he have to apologize to the Miz?
Lying hypocrite.
See, that's the crime. No, somebody had to. Okay, they had to go. Okay, there's certain things that you need to say to smooth over our relationship with them. And he's over there. What's he gonna fucking do? That's why I've never been an advocate of a proponent of going into situations like this where people can do their own thing to you. Well, and actually, we're in one right now. It's bad enough we're in the United States right now where you can be kidnapped off the streets, but at least you can understand them when they tell you why they're doing it. So
This is gonna fire up the AEW Punk haters. Like, this is gonna fire them up because
this is also right before we are recording this right now. We're obviously right before, actually not even right before, well over a day before the Night of Champions event. But they're going to cheer Cena and they're going to boo Punk.
Hold on now. Even the next day, again, we don't know how media necessarily works there. Social media is a thing in some form. I don't know how the country, the oil fields, I don't know how they restrict it. Well, the fans, if they see CM Punk, not just apologize to Muhammad, the fan, but apologize to the kingdom.
Apologize to Muhammad himself.
No, he's apologizing to the kingdom. So, I mean,
I know, but what about if he'd apologize not to Muhammad the fan, but to Muhammad? I apologize to Muhammad.
Well, no one's ever done that before.
See, hey, break new ground. Or you can say it's clobbering time, Muhammad. No,
What if he rode a camel to the ring?
then they think he was Lawler in the Mid-South Coliseum. But here's the thing I'm thinking is, overseas audiences traditionally cheer for people based on not only star power, but longevity, how long you've been a star, how much of an icon you are. And because they're going to see Cena, and it's the retirement tour and everything, and there's a segment that hates Punk with every fiber of their being and can't stand that anybody doesn't think he's anything other than just a slimy, no good, disreputable gumbucket sack of snake feces.
Yep.
And with that mixed together, do you think would it go the Cena way, the scenic route? Or apparently you don't.
John
I
Cena
haven't seen that cheer for the Punk comments in the States.
Of course
I haven't seen it over there. He's the bigger star. Here's a question I have for you, and I don't know the answer off the top of my head. Any of the Cena appearances over the last 6 years, did he make several of the Saudi shows? I don't remember.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, she's done it
I don't know
before.
off the top of my head.
Because that's the other thing. It was his first time there, obviously. Well, it's his last time there, one way or another. Well, at least for wrestling. Who knows? Maybe a big party somewhere.
First time, last time. Hey, the Prince may bring him over on a private jet to get him to apologize to Muhammad sometime.
We might get send over more wrestlers to apologize.
Yes, can we get some fresh apologies on the next Super Show?
This could be Punk's new gimmick. Now he has another thing to apologize. And by the way, I didn't push that kid. I didn't see him. I thought I was being attacked by a dwarf.
I know a lawyer in Greensboro that can get him off for the same thing happened to me. The kid's dad sued. I've told that story before, but I can refer Punk to the attorney because God damn it. Anyway, Brian, sometimes it makes me just want to just throw it all away, just get away from all this madness and pursue